Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got a big show lined up for you. Let's get right on into it. All right, let's pull up that screen. All right, two absolutely critical players for us this year on the defense is going to be Tyler Barron and Byron Young. They are absolutely critical to this team's success this year because we've got to put pressure on that quarterback. Now, look, everybody knows the quarterback is your absolute most important position. It's your Billy Baru.
Oh, Billy. This is a biggie.
That's right. That's how important the quarterback position is. But the second most important position is edge rusher because they put the pressure on the quarterback or the opposing quarterback. And if you do not pressure the quarterback in today's football with the way all the rules are set up, because you can't really touch a wide receiver, you are going to get killed. That's just the way it is, and you might as well just know that. So having great edge rushers is very important. And hopefully these two guys are going to have a great year, and we'll get into these two fellas and also the guys behind them that could also come in and really help this team. And this article actually talks about could Tennessee start two edge rushers, and I think they should. And we know Tyler Barron came in. He was really highly touted. And then Byron Young sort of emerged as the big star last year. Young had 11.5 tackles for loss and then 5.5 sacks. And then Barron had 7 tackles for loss and 4 sacks. Obviously, we'd like to see that or better from these two guys this year now that they've gotten used to this defense. And just to remind you of some of the things they did last year. And this was a very key play in the Kentucky game. That was huge. That probably won the game for us right there, that type of play, because that quarterback was killing us. And this has to be done. When you're playing Alabama, if you let that quarterback sit back there, he's going to destroy you. Another key play in the Kentucky game. And when it comes to Georgia, this guy is tough to catch. I don't care what anybody says. He's pretty darn good, and he's very elusive. And it's going to take a guy like Barron or Young to handle him. We've also got Roman Harrison that could provide a lot of help on the edge, and especially when it comes to sacks and tackles for loss. And really, Tennessee was one of the very best teams when it came to tackle for loss. But unfortunately, because, well, and this is a positive and a negative, Tennessee plays so fast on offense that it creates tremendous number of plays on both sides of the ball. So on our defensive side, we have like 90 plays a game, and that's about 20 more per game. So that puts a lot of pressure on depth. And of course, last year, we were 12 scholarships short of what we normally would have because of our buddy Jeremy Pruitt, who, you know, I don't even want to get started down that road. But that really put us behind the 8 ball, and they're learning a new defense. This year, this is their second year. We also have more depth at every position group on defense, and that's secondary, our safeties, and linebackers, all of that. So we need to see a good improvement from all those position groups for this to be a good year and us to win 9 games, which is what I've been predicting. Now, we do have 2 big helpers, and that's James Pierce and Joshua Josephs. And I actually did a video on them. I'll attach it to the end of this one if you want to check it out on these two, what I think are going to be excellent edge rushers, and they're both freshmen, and they're both pretty much freak athletes, super fast, strong, and I think they're going to help us a bunch and give us a lot of depth. And there is a big buzz on the campus about these two guys. So when it comes to your edge rushers, they're pretty much like this on the defense.
Give them nothing, but take from them everything.
Yeah, they're that important. They really are. So hopefully these two guys are going to play great. We've got those 2 freshmen that I'm super excited about. And then, look, I'm going to talk to some of the high school players that are out there, and I know some of them watch these videos. If you're a star edge rusher or you play on the defense, look, I'm not worried about our offense. It's going to be freaking great. We've got Josh Heupel, who is an amazing offensive coordinator in and of himself, and of course now he's head coach, but he knows exactly what he's doing. He was super successful at Missouri, successful at UCF. Hell, he freaking darn near won the Heisman Trophy at Oklahoma, and now he's doing a great job here at UT. So I feel fantastic about that. the offense is going to take care of itself. And then next year we got freaking Nico coming and a bunch of great wide receivers, and we're going to be strong on offense for a very long time, as long as our guy Heupel gets time, and that's all he needs. But on the defense, that's where we need help. And look, if you're out there and you're a 4 or 5 star and you're trying to figure out where to go and everybody's asking you to come to their school and they're promising you playing time and NIL money and all that, look at the reality. Those teams have 70 plays on defense. We have 90, okay? Multiply 20 times 12 in a regular season. That's 240 plays divided by 70. That's over 3 games a year or more that we play as far as number of plays. And when you go from 70 to 90, guess what? The starters are tired. So that means your secondary backup players and your third string guys have got to play as well, especially freshmen. So if you're coming in to UT and you're a 4 or 5 star, you're not going to sit on the bench like you would at Georgia or Alabama for maybe 2 or 3 years because they're only doing 70 plays and they've got a bunch of 5 stars in front of you. You need to come to UT. You got the NIL money, you got a crazy crowd base, and you're going to get to play. And you're worried about championships? Let me tell you something. Heupel's offense is going to score and score like crazy. I'm not worried about that. We can win championships. We just need help on defense. If we had a great defense last year, for example, we win 10 games, no problem. And if we had a great defense, we can play with Georgia and Alabama, no problem, because they're not going to be able to stop that offense. They just can't. It's too fast. It spreads you out too much. And I don't care how many 5 stars you got on defense. We're going to score on you. Oh, and on the positive side, look at this guy. Jadavian Bradley, 5 stars coming in, edge rusher. Caleb Herring, almost a 5-star edge rusher. These are 2 top 10 edge rushers. No other team's got 2 top 10 edge rushers coming. We're going to be good, and we're going to get lots of guys out there, and they're going to get lots of playing time because, again, we have so many more plays because we play so much faster. And one other thing, we're 1 week away. We are 1 week away from the start of the season, and I got one thing to tell you.
Let's get ready to rumble!
That's right. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, folks, that's just an update on what I think are 2 very important players going into this year. And I think over time we'll continue to fill these spots with a lot of 4 and 5 star guys, and over time we're going to be strong. But this is a very important year. We really need to win 8, 9 games this year, and I think these guys can help us a bunch. If you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Lets me know to continue to cover the Vols. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'd certainly appreciate it. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.